Shark Toss sent this. All right, we got a request from Shark Toes, and it's a two-parter. By the way, I linked to his channel below. If you like that intro, he plays music like that. Well, he doesn't play it. He mixes and creates music like that. While telling you about sharks. What? Yeah, look it up. He's got over 10,000 subscribers. It's very meditative. Hey, old man, got two requests. One is lighthearted. I want a clarity test on your favorite little brother, Modern Life John, who is on live right now. I might go on his show. The second one is more philosophical side. It's about the bond between a young man and his truck or car. I have noticed a number of buddies having similar stories where in our 20s we didn't have much, but we had our truck. For me, it was a story of long drives across the country, usually at night, learning to fix things yourself because the dealership wants to charge you your left nut to fix it. Or all the bumps and bruising has gone over the years. It keeps on trucking. I know, bad joke. But over time, we developed a relationship with our truck. I've developed relationships with shoes, good hiking shoes, and it's just time to go, man. I remember, I think it is still, I think I got rid of it. I had a satchel that I used to carry my books in college, and that got me through. It was saw everything. I think I got rid of that because I was being minimalist. I still have my old sweatshirt that my aunt got me in 1994, early 1994, which I used during bitterly cold winters to stay warm. And I had a pair of my original patrol shoes that just were wrecked beyond all recognition. And I left them at home my junior year. And I was going to have them bronzed and put above my fireplace. My mom threw them in the fucking garbage. And that's why that bitch isn't going to get a nursing home. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I totally get it, man. I totally get it. And I had the gutless Cutlass, an 85 Cutlass Supreme. I got the truck I got now. That's been with me 12 years. 12 years. I absolutely get it. It's like having a horse. It's like having a horse. One of my buddies even got to the point where he saw how much time he wasted on girls for him, flaking, pulling teeth, not being pleasant, etc. And every time he thought about spending money on a girl, he instead put the money aside for when his truck needed it. He told me his truck treats him better than any woman ever does. I've had some real bad cars, though. The Ford Escort EXP, fuck that car. I hope it's melted, and I hope the soul was burned from it as it was melted in an arc furnace to make new metal for a car that doesn't suck. But yeah, usually because you got benefit out of your vehicle. You could sleep in it, provide you warmth and comfort when you don't realize those things, but growing up in a cold climate, you're like, oh yeah, provide me warmth and comfort. It's like lodging on wheels in case of an emergency. I've slept many times in my car. Show me. Girls could probably say the same about men, but show me a person that's as reliable as your truck or your car. I had one time where I picked up a girl for a date, didn't even make it out of her neighborhood, and she asked when I'm going to get a better vehicle. I didn't even answer. I just pulled a U-turn, went back to her place, told her to get out. She was mad, but I didn't care. Brilliant move. Brilliant move. I remember being set up with a girl one time, and she was cute and everything went well. And the gal who set us up called me, okay, Aaron, I know, you're all about that minimalism thing, but you really need to get a nicer car. Well, that was the end of that one. Well, I won't lie. What I did is I borrowed someone's BMW I knew, picked her up. I said, yeah, you said I need a better car. And I never called her again. Took her out a second date with the BMW. They're like, bye. Uh, that was years ago, but that moment sticks with me. If I'm not mistaken, you've had your work truck for 10 years. Yep, 12. Would like your thoughts and let me know the price. Happy holidays, Cappy. Very respectful. Well, here's what let me tell you the cars I've had. I had the 85 Cutlass Supreme. I had my 1989 Chevy Caprice Classic. I had a Kia Rio, a 2006. And then I got my truck. And all those vehicles, let me think. The Rio was 4,000. Truck was 4,000. The Gutless Cutlass was 1,200. Truck, Rio. Oh, and the Chevy Caprice was $500. And I think out of the four of them, the least amount of miles I got out of them was the Chevy Caprice, where I got 89,000 miles out of it before it was not worth repairing. And then the Chevy Caprice, under the Gutless Cutlass, I put damn near 140,000 miles on it, $1,200. The truck, I bought that had 40,000 miles, and now it's got 180. I paid $4,000 for that. What's the other one I'm missing? Oh, the Rio. We had I want to say 50,000. We paid 3 or 4,000 for it. But yeah, 130,000 because that got up to 182, and then it fell apart. And when you got vehicles that last you that, I mean, they need a repair here and there. I get it. But when they're that reliable, yeah, it's hard not to develop a relationship with them, even though they're inanimate objects. Like, they've treated you better than nearly every human being in your life. I even saved the logo of the Kia Rio, and I put it in a leather Julius Caesar cigar box. They got a leather covering. I got it from the cigar lounge. I had to pay a couple. It was empty, but you pay $5, you get a higher end cigar box. And I put red velvet on the inside and put the Kia Rio logo in it as a display for my girlfriend, because we had such good times with that car. Or it was just more of a reliable. Can't really have a lot of good times in that car. It's a very small car. My girlfriend's got very long legs. But yeah. Oh, I get it, man. And when you're poor and you got a car that just works. Yeah, I could see it. It's kind of like a dog, more like a horse, but a modern day horse. And boy, if you I've been very lucky to have some great cars, great reliable cars. Not a single one of them would have impressed a girl. But if it weren't for those cars, I would not have the house that I have. Or I should rather say the equity I have in my house. I don't really have fancy houses, but I wouldn't have the very low mortgage I do now. They're like the Giving Tree, if you've ever read that book, where it just made everything. It allowed you to have everything else because you got a good, reliable car. If I'm gonna say truck, yeah, that truck is still going. Transmission's going. I'm probably gonna have to get another truck. But then I look at the price of new used trucks. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'll just keep nursing this in. I don't need fourth gear. We could go from third to fifth. We don't need all 5 gears. All right. Any super chats? No super chats. All right. That's it. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.